Okay, growers and harvesters. Y'all are going to share, which I did with geography this week, okay, about the video that we rewatched for some of you. Alana, I know it's your first time looking at that video, but if there's anything else that stood out to you or something that you learned with our first video telling the history of Jamaica, right now would be the time to share.
Okay.
That's the mic. Get the mic and talk. Whoever's gonna talk.
There we go. Who wants to start?
There was a group that escaped slavery called Maroon, and in Spanish that means wild.
Stood out to me was that they brought Indians, or was it? Yeah, they brought Indian workers to build something instead of paying Jamaican black people.
The thing that stood out to me the most was a lot of the video, but for the most part, it was interesting to know the very first people to be in the Bahamas of Jamaica, which were the Tino people. And then later learning, once slavery got started, black slavery, how later on there became black Tinos because there was marriage happening. Plus, too, there was also under the British, which that even revealed to me how the British is connected to Jamaica. So I thought it was interesting to just get a quick background story on all of it. Plus, I would have never heard of them. Although it left me with questions like, well, where did their population come from? Was the Tino people strictly on the Bahamas? Or did they come from other areas and we just don't know it? What's the story behind that? I would love to do research about it.
That is a good question. Very good, Alana. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, for those who shared. Our second video was entitled Eat What We Grow, Grow What We Eat. And who was featured in that video? Who is Floyd Green?
Jordan, that's Floyd Green.
Give it to Jordan.
The Minister of Agriculture of Jamaica.
Very good.
Say
What?
that one more time, a little bit loud.
The Minister of Agriculture in Jamaica.
What were some of the things that Floyd Green talked about in the video? Yeah, go ahead, Jordan, and y'all can go down the line.
One of the things he talked about is like a month where they only buy things from their local farmers.
Very good. It's called Jamaican Month. Yes.
Called what? What do they call that?
Jamaican Month.
Jamaican month.
Jamaica month?
Jamaican month.
Jamaican month, okay. What month is that?
November. Very
November.
good.
November, okay.
Yep. Very good. Alana, or whoever wants to go next.
I thought it was pretty interesting to see some of what they were cooking. I wonder if they have like a cookbook or more for people to try it, because I got to see cool things in the background such as mango vinegar, jackfruit vinegar, and pineapple vinegar. They all seem like they would be pretty cool to try and to put in your dish. Plus it led me to the question of, with people of Jamaica for Jamaican week or month, what if they were to take the things that are local and make their own versions of dishes? Because the whole point is to give support. I know that they were also going for more traditional Jamaican food, but what if they still had the Jamaican seasoning and vibe to it, but different? Because that's all that cooking is. It's experimental with food.
Very
So
good.
that was my thought on it.
So So maybe doing dishes that aren't traditional to Jamaica, but using the food to make it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
The food they got.
Yeah, just to be
That would be, yeah.
get our chances with it, you know.
Something that stood out was I can't exactly remember the whole word, but they have their own special banana, and they said that they can't distribute it because there was a big risk. And I'm wondering what that risk is. What would happen if they would distribute it, and how big it would be.
Right. What would be how big the risk would be? Okay.
What stood out to me was the lady that was on the video. She was cooking pumpkin leaves and was like making a dish out of it. I was like, okay. And then,
Spicy.
then the second one was they made a app called Rada, so where I think was it cooking or planting? Where it was saying like how to make gardens or whatever.
Okay.
In Jamaica
Okay.
for their people.
That's good. So for their area, considering like the weather patterns and things like that, what would be good to grow at what time, stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's good.
And they create like what pests you need to look out for.
In the certain areas.
Certain things
Oh, that would be really
is
helpful.
necessary to keep the garden healthy.
Mhm.
And who came up with that?
Okay.
Floyd Green.
There we go.
Okay.
Very good.
I got a question about the pumpkin leaf. Did they show, or did they show how they cooked them?
I think it was sauteed.
Yeah.
Because we got pumpkins growing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have leaves. I'm wondering if we can make something out of our pumpkin leaves.
And I'm thinking about them potatoes, sweet potato leaves we got back there too.
Yeah.
'Cause those are edible also.
I think it, like Mara said, it was like a spicy dish.
Okay.
And I remember the lady saying don't use old leaves, use the new ones because the old ones will taste bitter.
You can see the difference in the newer ones and the old ones too. I could notice it was more shiny when they're newer. That's why I knew it was something other than just a regular, weed or plant, because they were so shiny. And so I scanned to see what it was and found out we had sweet potatoes growing back there. Cool. So why do you think November is Jamaican month?
Yeah, that's one of my questions.
Why do you think? You said they make vinegar from pineapple.
Oh no, it was in a bottle. You know how some people might have grape vinegar here or red grape? I thought it was very interesting to see other fruits in like a vinegar juice. And it made me wonder, what do they use it on? What does it taste like? What does it pair with? I
So,
wish they
and the
would-
reason I bring that up, right, because they have the vinegar with the fruit. When does the fruit tend to grow? When does the fruit grow?
Summer.
Right. So then there's time through that summer to preserve and create vinegar out of it. And then you've got also, you grow in the summer, you do what you do with those crops to be able to preserve and create more stuff. And then you've got what next season? There you go. And then you got food that you grow in the fall. And what month ends the fall?
Winter.
November. November's the end. That's where you can like have your whole fall harvest, right? So all the food from the summer and the food from the fall, put it out on the market. I think that's really cool. And it's right before winter, so if you've got vinegar, if you've got preserve, anything like that, you can go ahead and get that for the winter time. I don't know how cold it gets there. But the season changing does change how you can grow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good.
That's good stuff.
I remember a big thing that he talked about was rice as well.
Rice.
Because they don't grow rice in Jamaica, and that's like a main staple for a lot of their meals.
Right.
And so during the Jamaican month support for farmers, local farmers, they tend to try not to buy rice and use, what was it, the cassava?
Oh, yeah.
and another type of.
Cause cassava is like a potato, right?
Mhm.
Interesting.
There's another thing.
Speak-
It's a starch, just like rice.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of which,
Get the mic back.
Yeah.
speaking of which, based on what you like were saying, I heard that too. But overall, I did also wonder like what other sides would they make. Just wanting to really look at what culinary arts are in Jamaica. Also, just to know what other things that they may have. One, are all their food spicy and sweet, or are they sweet, spicy, savory? Are they all of what we know, or something completely different? I wish they would have gone more in detail.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever the chef was, because she was cooking. I saw her. She was moving that pig.
Mhm.
Sounds
So-
like it's more research to do. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, too, I wonder who are the farmers that maybe Floyd would know. Mr. Floyd, I wonder who are some of the farmers he knows locally.
Let's see if we
Or if
can
he talks to
get
any of them.
let's see if we can get Mr. Floyd on for a Zoom call. And then y'all can have questions ready to ask him. Let me work on that. Okay.
That was
I got a question. Last week, y'all talked about, Mariah specifically talked about a crop that I think is a seasoning. It made the most money out of all the crops.
Is it the
What
Scotch
was
bonnet?
it? Huh?
The Scotch bonnet?
Scotch bonnet. Is that a spicy? Is that a spicy?
Yeah.
Is
So-
that a pepper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes me think because it makes so much money and it's prevalent there that a lot of their food is spicy because it's
Oh, yeah.
so
'Cause it's what they
readily
got to use.
available. you
Yeah.
know? I don't think I like the taste.
Everyone, with every interview that I've looked at to prepare for a state study, not state study, geography, they talk about the Scotch bonnet pepper a lot because it's used in almost everything that they
Everything
make.
they-
Like
Yeah.
hot sauces and just.
Okay.
It's good with hot sauce and peppers. My
Mm,
mom eats that with tacos.
Yeah, I can't do it.
understood.
But
Yeah.
a lot of people love it.
They know what it is.
And so, if the Scotch bonnet is grown throughout the summer, that gives you time to preserve too.
Mhm.
Make the hot sauce and stuff like that to sell during that November time, so. Cool. You could just see people just, stocking up for November, just getting excited for November. Like I think that's kingdom to be intentional about growing supporting local agriculture during a certain time of year. And with business, I know we have the holidays and stuff, but with business, that last quarter tends to be the hardest quarter. So we've got January, February, March, that's the first quarter. April, May, and June is the second quarter. July, August, and September is the third quarter. And then October, November, December is the last quarter. And it tends to be the hardest quarter. And so that helps those businesses get through the end of the year. It's really good.
Very good.
Two, I have one last question. As much as we've been learning about Mr. Floyd O'Brien Green, full name, I would ask him, how did he become so aware about farmers in Jamaica and their struggles? What was his connection and roots with that? And overall, just why did he say, you know what, that's important. I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah.
It's very unique on the things he's doing.
Yeah.
Too.
How old is he?
That's a good question.
I think I've looked that up before.
And that's what I was gonna say, y'all get some basic knowledge, like how we did with Mr. Garfield and Ms. Zoe. You go and get some information, cause I'm sure you can find why he got into that position, get some background, and then you can ask additional information when we go to interview him.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 45.
Most of all,
45, that's what I'm thinking. I was figuring he was about my age because he got the app going, but he's old enough to run it, because he knows enough. Yeah, our age, I figured he was our age.
Yes.
Also, at the markets that they have, they charge more for Jamaican like food type since it's like the month is coming up for it.
Okay, okay.
Like
Well,
each
he's,
month.
yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think so. I don't know.
It's good. And again, I feel like that is very much kingdom movement, because what they're doing is, they're elevating and really celebrating what harvest they were able to bring forth, right? And so being able to be specific and say, yes, if you get a Jamaican cuisine meal, so that means there may be other people who are on the market, but they're not specifically Jamaican growers, right? But if you get a Jamaican meal, expect to pay more, because this is our time of celebration, right? It's a time of increase and harvest. And that's harvest not only with getting food, but you're harvesting funds. You're getting money from people to be able to provide them nourishment. That's a really good practice. I want to know more about that. It's good.
Awesome. Was there anything else anyone wanted to share? If not, we are done with geography.
Good job.
Very good.
Yeah, good job. Y'all got me.